Hey, so in today's video, we are playing Gran Turismo Sport. We are back at Sport from Gran Turismo 7 content, just for a few videos anyways. But anyways, today we have the Mustang GT versus the Charger Hellcat. This is a power lineup. These two are both muscle cars, iconic muscle cars. But I should say first that the Charger has about 9 more horsepower than the Mustang, but it's a ton heavier, and kids or people who think horsepower is everything, this video is going to probably prove you wrong just a bit, possibly. But what we have here is the Mustang. The Mustang is personally one of my favorite cars of all time, beside the Charger. Both are iconic cars. I love the 69 Chargers, but going from there, what you're gonna see in this is just basically I've taken 5 laps for both vehicles, and out of both vehicles I chose the best lap, which ended up being lap 4 for both vehicles. Lap 5 I tried to go a little bit more squirrely, I guess you could say, a little bit more risky, and it didn't work out. So lap 4 is what I took. I think lap 3 was my Charger lap, and basically the same, and we'll just have to see. So the Mustang, I know how to use the Mustang because I own one in real life. The gear switching points from real life to the game seem to be really close. Now what you're going to be seeing here with the Charger is me going around the corners a heck of a lot more slowly. And why is that? That is because the Charger is extremely more heavier than the Mustang, and we see that going into corners. So going into corners, you need to slow down a lot earlier with the Charger. You also, when you're turning, you need to turn even more with the Charger, and you need to try and touch that inside apex as much as you can, but it's really hard to get that car to maneuver like that. The Charger is just so much more heavier. I don't know if it's because of the weight. I don't know if it's because of maybe the tires, but I tried to set both of these cars up the exact same, minus the horsepower, the weight, the torque. I basically maxed out the power and maxed out the ability for weight loss on both of these cars, and this is what we ended up getting. The Charger is a ton of more weight trying to haul around those corners, which ultimately did in the Charger when it comes to going around this track. Meanwhile, the Mustang was a lot lighter, and it was a lot easier to be able to handle to try and get around those corners. I will, however, say that pulling away from the corner with the Charger is a lot easier. You can floor it the whole time, while with the Mustang you cannot necessarily floor it out of the corners, because when you floor it out of the corners, you will be losing traction in the rear end, which helps you spin out. Now what we're going to be going over to is a split screen. The Mustang is on the left side and the Charger is on the right side. And as we can see, we're able to slow down much deeper, closer towards the turn with the Mustang. With the Charger, we really need to slow down to go around the corners. The other thing that you're going to notice is the turning turning ability of the Mustang. I'm using the same wheel setup, the Logitech G29, that you can grab in the link in the description below, and it's the exact same setup, and it's much easier to turn with that Mustang GT. The Mustang ended up with about 690 something horsepower. The Charger had 707, and you can really tell the difference. The amount of power that you can get, even though you're not full throttle coming out of turns with the Mustang, you're really seeing the power difference because of the weight. You're able to accelerate much faster coming out of the turns. You can floor it easier with the Charger. It's got more power, but that weight is a huge hindrance on the overall performance of the car. So if you're still watching this and you're getting ready for Gran Turismo 7, when you're picking your cars at the beginning, try to get the most power with the lightest car possible that has the best braking ability, because that is definitely going to help you to get farther in the game faster. No pun intended. Anyways, I hope that you've enjoyed. If you have, hit that like button, subscribe. I will see you guys next time.